Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everybody. So today we are going to do the reading matching heading practice. We have a list of questions here, and we have the passage over on this side. तो हमने करना है क्या है इसमें कि it's not really possible for us to figure out just by reading these that which one of this question actually matches with that paragraph. Okay, so this is maybe section 2 or 3 of reading, and all you need to do is you need to understand the main central idea of how you need to select the right option. The text has 8 paragraphs, A to H. Which paragraph contains the following information? Write the correct letter A to H in boxes 1 to 8 on your answer sheet. So let's have a look at it and let's see what are our main ideas, what are the keywords, and how are we going to solve it. Without further ado, let's get started. So with upwards of 300 product launches, okay, this seems like a keyword. Installations and exhibitions. London's annual 9-day design festival is a showcase of head spinning choice. Okay, in many ways that's the beauty of the extravaganza. Everyone has a different experience and takes something unique away from it. There were, however, some intriguing themes and trends. Let's have a look at this in this year's edition that spoke to larger social or cultural preoccupations. With an upwards of 300 product launches, installations, and it's talking about the design festival. Does it talk about examples of customization? Amar, what do you think?
Yes.
No. Does it talk about examples of customization? Is there any example
No.
given about customization?
No, sir.
Okay. What about unusual keepsakes? Keepsakes means something that is built in a memory of a living or dead person, or a building, or a city or a place. Okay.
No,
So
sir.
that is a keepsake because it is something you keep with yourself. What is a new approach? Does it talk about a new approach? Is there any new approach, something different that is talked about here? Okay, this might seem like a new approach, but that's not the main idea. The main central idea is this. So we're going to
Yeah.
see where this one is going to match our main central idea. A simple cell phone.
It's
Does it
not.
talk about cell phone, smartphone,
No.
anything like that related to
No.
telecommunications? No. A strange TV. No,
Not
it doesn't
even
talk
that.
about. Number
Yes.
of products shown on the festival. What do you think, Amar? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It does show.
This seems to us to be true. So we're done with A. Okay. Now, one was the launch of 2 consumer electronics products designed to simplify and beautify our technology added lives. To simplify something means to reduce its complexities. To beautify
Yes.
something is to
That's beautiful.
increase its attractiveness. Technology adult means when something is adult, it means it is riddled with a lot of things. So a technology adult life is one that is filled with technology. Both chose the new London Design Festival venue, Somerset House, to show their wares. The first was a mobile phone launched by Swiss company Punkt and designed by Jasper Morrison that allows users to make calls and text only. Well, it has an alarm clock and address book too. Don't you think that is a central idea? What do you think, guys? This seems to me like a central idea.
Yes, sir.
So,
It talks about
and
mobile
it
phones.
even emphasizes it that the Punkt founder Peter Nebby doesn't believe it will replace your smartphone, but suggests users fit it with the same SIM card as your main phone and use it in the evenings, weekends, and on holidays. It's not going to replace your smartphone. It's just a symbol. So this perfectly matches this definition.
Yes. Simple
You remember,
smartphone.
we're only going to have a look at the main ideas. These are the main ideas. This actually defines the very existence of this paragraph. इसमें सारा उसका मैसेज उसके सारे उसके जो उसका जो मीनिंग है वो सारा इसमें छुपा हुआ है. ठीक है. We're done with
No.
B. So that is how you start doing the matching headings. You don't read this and then try to figure out where it matches. You don't have a lot of time. So you have to first read the passage, understand the main idea, have a look at the main idea, and match it with the one that closely resembles from the question. Let's move on to part C. The other electronics launch came from the unlikely French sibling duo of the Borolik brothers. Sibling duo, siblings यानी कि बहन भाई, duo यानी कि दो लोग या उससे ज्यादा. Okay, of the
Exactly.
Borolik brothers, like yeah, two people. Though tech companies like Samsung are usually perspective about their products, who admitted they found most TVs sad and ugly, seem to have given free name. Their new television for the mega Korean brand looks more like an item of furniture than an ultra large and ultra slim piece of tech. This is the main idea. Their new television for the mega Korean brand looks more like an item of furniture than an ultra large and an ultra slim piece of tech. You can say that it might be unbelievable material because it really is. But does this really closely match the one it's in this? Or does this one match? A strange TV.
Strange TV.
Strange TV. See, that's how you're going to do it. Let's move on to paragraph D. Customizable online furniture was also very much in vogue at this year's festival. But rest assured, weird and unreliable software, off-the-wall designs sent to a 3D printer somewhere and arriving months later seem to be a thing of the past. Customization may finally have come of age. This means that this passage is saying that when people used to order something online for the 3D prints, it could take months. Okay?
And
So now it has come of age. May have finally come of age. It may be like, it means that we are now specifically in a time जिसमें customization a possible है. ठीक है? Two examples were this that combined. So हमारा क्या है main idea? Customization. The fact that the brand opened a pop store and recognized important for physical, good design by the likes of customizable online furniture. Be careful. Furniture का यहाँ पे भी जिक्र है
और नीचे वाला सी
ठीक है
में और डी में.
और ये नीचे भी जिक्र है. ये किधर गया? ये. Okay. So there are two paragraphs mentioning furniture. तो ये यहाँ पे तो furniture की definition नहीं है. यहाँ पे TV की definition है जिसको metaphorically they have related with the furniture. अब ये क्या है? Unreliable software, customizable online furniture, फिर customization, फिर customization में finally come out. तो तीन main ideas सिर्फ customization के ऊपर focus है. ठीक है? Examples of customization. Do you think that is relatable? What do you say, Namar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Examples of customization. Unusual keepsakes, no. A new approach.
No.
Okay, this can be a new approach.
Yeah, they are
This can
finding
be,
new tech.
but we need to short it down. We need to shortlist it. A new approach. Examples of customization.
And
3 designs of a software. They're also talking about software, so there are traps. Unreliable software, but yeah, they're saying it's a thing of the past. They're not talking about the designs of a software. It could be a new approach, or
and
it could be
customization.
examples of customization. Somehow मुझे लगता है कि examples of customization है. Let's put a D on it. Let's talk about E. Another online configurable brand to make its debut after years in development was Warsaw-based Talco. Like him, Talco has spent time and money on very powerful and easy to use software. So the main idea is
It's about software.
but with only 3 designs: a table, a shelf, and salt and pepper mills. It has a way to go. Its augmented reality app is simple to use, however, and its table has been developed with a nano coating option that really does appear to keep pesky stains at bay. Craft and making, and all was once again a big hit. Why I think iska answer three designs of a software, three designs of a software. It's E. F. Paragraph F. A definite highlight was the massive space taken over by the Design and Crafts Council of Ireland and filled with weavers and potters doing their thing and showcasing their wares. Definite highlight was आप कह सकते हैं कि जो मेन जिसने उर्दू में कहते हैं कि चार चांद लगाए एक उसमें वो सबकी निगाहों का मंजर का मरकज रहा. ठीक है. द मैसिव स्पेस टेकन मतलब कि बहुत बड़ी जाइंट एरिया ऑक्यूपाइड. ठीक है. अच्छा अब चूंकि मैसिव स्पेस टेकन है तो ये बहुत बड़ी कोई चीज है. इसका क्या जिक्र हो रहा है? आयरिश डिजाइन एंड डिलेक्टेबल सैंड ओवर. ओके. souvenir souvenir project or this is made in Ireland and this and animals flowers and watering cans on legalization of
So it
same sex.
might be unbelievable material, I think.
Unbelievable material. Okay, let's have a look at it. Unbelievable material, a new
Unusual
approach.
new
No,
approach.
it's not a new approach. Unbelievable material or unusual
Usual
keepsakes.
keeps.
Ah, acha. Souvenir is actually matching with keepsakes. This is like a synonym. A souvenir is like an item that you buy in the memory of someone or a place, a living or dead. Okay. Keepsakes is something that you keep with yourself as a memory of someone. Same, similar, synonym.
Yes,
Bingo, we're done. Unusual
that.
keepsakes.
F.
F. If there was one material that could be said to define the festival, it might just be jasmonite. One material could be said to define the festival. Define the festival mean that was like the main highlight of the type of materials displayed at the
Main
festival.
theme.
It might just be jasmonite, the wonder man-made building composite. The anything that is wonder man-made, anything that is a wonder medicine or wonder thing, it means it has amazing properties. It has um, it has amazing characteristics. ठीक है? Lighter and more sustainable than concrete, its dramatic capabilities were brought to life by London-based design studio Pinch and their tour de force limited edition Nim table and Swedish artist Hilda Hellstrom's giant colorful volcano made for the restaurant London's Ace Hotel. A show called Matter of Stuff near Covent Gardens was on the Just Mind Act too, but even more intriguing was presenting vases made out of propolis, a resinous material, according to their. अच्छा यहाँ पे ना बात हो रही है मटेरियल की.
हाँ जी. तो
तो मुझे ये
unbelievable
लग रहा है कि
material
अनबिलीवेबल मटेरियल है. अब जो न्यू अप्रोच है ना, इट हैज टू बी
वो
दिस.
point है.
इसको आप कई
H.
कई बार भी इट्स एन एच. वी हैवंट इवन रेड इट. बट since we are paying for an IELTS test, okay, it's not for free. So why don't we read it? We utilize the time wisely. Finally, this was the year that Chinese design I shouldn't too. Displayed
Displays
a well-edited and inspired showcase of products. Despite the mouthful of a title, Icon presents High Design Shanghai, standard 100%. Design was a meaningful selection of designer exploring materials and ideas. The most representative of a new conceptual approach to design that seems to be emerging. Good enough? Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी. कुछ समझ आया? मैं पिछला भी गया.
समझ आया sir.
Good man. Good to know. Okay. So these were the questions for that. So what we're going to do is matching heading में अब हमने योरूबा टाउन का भी पढ़ना है. इस मैचिंग हेडिंग में कहीं पे ये इंस्ट्रक्शंस नहीं थी. बेसिकली इंस्ट्रक्शंस these are like the same thing. Okay. तो ये नो डिफरेंस. योरूबा टाउन का हम करते हैं यहां से लिस्ट ऑफ पैराग्राफ हेडिंग्स. And we are going to also copy paste this. So the reading passage has 7 paragraphs. Choose the most suitable paragraph headings A to G from the list of headings on the right. Write the appropriate paragraph A to G next to the headings 1 to 10. Just like this, similar to this, no difference. But there's one difference in this and this. Do you see something additional? Do you see something unusual? कोई नई चीज दिखने को मिली हो in the set of questions? Anything?
Yes.
What
You
is
can
it, Tariq
use,
Saab?
yeah, you may use an option more than once.
More than
Twice
once.
you can
You
use.
may.
Yes.
You may.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
does not absolutely mean कि
Yes.
इसमें कहीं ना कहीं इस्तेमाल होगी. That does not mean that.
Mhm.
Because even with this set of instructions, ये जरूरी नहीं है कि IELTS के टेस्ट में वो देखें, उन्होंने हर लिहाज से कंफ्यूज करना है. ये आपको हिंट देते हैं कि हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता, तो जस्ट पुट ऑन योर थिंकिंग कैप्स और बी एक्टिव के हो सकता है. इनका कहने का मकसद है कि अगर एक से ज्यादा हो जाए ना और वो ठीक लग रही है आपको, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अगर आपने बाकी कोई चूज नहीं की तो वो गलत है. ठीक है.
बिल्कुल.
अच्छा जी. सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द लिस्ट ऑफ पैराग्राफ हेडिंग्स. इसको हम इन अ न्यू पेज करते हैं. लिस्ट ऑफ पैराग्राफ हेडिंग्स. योरूबा टाउन. टाउन फैसिलिटीज. तो फिर देयर हैज टू बी वन पैराग्राफ दैट इज टॉकिंग अ लॉट अबाउट द फैसिलिटीज इन टाउन. टाउन में क्या फैसिलिटीज हो सकती हैं? वाटर है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है. ठीक है. कॉलोनाइजेशन कुड बी टॉकिंग अबाउट द ब्रिटिश इन्वेडिंग, या कोई फ्रेंच या कोई ऐसे मुल्क जो इन्वेड कर रहे हैं इनको. अर्बन डिविजन्स के अर्बनाइजेशन, या अर्बन कहते हैं शहर को, सिटी को. तो अर्बन डिविजन्स मींस इट टॉकिंग अबाउट द वे दो सिटीज वर डिवाइडेड. ओके. आर्किटेक्चरल होम स्टाइल्स, यानी कि द टाइप ऑफ बिल्डिंग्स एंड द रेजिडेंसेस और उनका क्या स्टाइल था. टाइप्स ऑफ सेटलमेंट्स. सेटलमेंट्स में इट डिपेंड्स लाइक कि किस तरह के लोग वहां पे रहते थे, क्या सेटलमेंट टाइप थी. बस यही है, इसमें मुझे एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता क्या. हिस्टोरिकल फाउंडेशंस. हिस्टोरिकल फाउंडेशंस का मतलब है कि
हिस्ट्री
उस
टाइप.
पैसेज में कहीं ना कहीं उसकी हिस्ट्री का 18th 17th 16th सेंचुरी 19th सेंचुरी का जिक्र है कि हिस्ट्री में उसके साथ ये हुआ, उसकी इसने बुनियाद रखी. समवन बिल्ड दिस, समवन बिल्ड दैट, उसने ये किया, उसने ये किया. तो वो हिस्ट्री का अगर जिक्र है तो उसका मतलब है हिस्टोरिकल फाउंडेशंस. डोमेस्टिक अरेंजमेंट्स, यानी कि जिस तरह की डोमेस्टिक फ्लाइट्स होती हैं वो एक शहर से दूसरे शहर विद इन द सेम कंट्री. इंटरनेशनल फ्लाइट्स फ्रॉम वन सिटी टू अनदर सिटी ऑफ अनदर कंट्री. इस तरह डोमेस्टिक अरेंजमेंट यानी कि एक ही घर के अंदर, या थिंक एक ही सोसाइटी के अंदर रहने के क्या तरीके हैं. आई एम नॉट श्योर. आई थिंक मेरे ख्याल से घर है, अब ये चेक करना पड़ेगा. सिटी डिफेंसेस, कि एक शहर के जो डिफेंस है वो कितना मजबूत है, उसके जो किले हैं, जो उसके डिफेंस स्ट्रक्चर है. ठीक है. उसकी आर्मी का जिक्र हो सकता है कि दे मे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ आर्मी एटसेट्रा. ये मैं सिर्फ ना आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए बता रहा हूँ. इतना टाइम हमने एक्चुअल टेस्ट में नहीं लगाना. दिस इज जस्ट फॉर आवर प्रैक्टिस. ओके.
ओके.
The residences of the rulers, of course, kings, queens, and emperors, where they used to live, what type of facilities they had, and the government buildings. एक है आर्किटेक्चरल होम स्टाइल जिसमें सिर्फ घरों का जिक्र होगा. इसमें है एक है गवर्नमेंट बिल्डिंग्स. दिस इज ओनली गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द बिल्डिंग्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. ऑलराइट. ओके. नाउ
जरा सा
द
पैराग्राफ्स दिखा
योरूबा.
देंगे, कितने पैराग्राफ्स
ओके.
हैं ये?
ओके.
1 2
जरा.
3 4
एक,
पैराग्राफ तो ये
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 और
7
ये
ये हैं
10
और
है.
10 ये हैं.
या
ठीक है, इसका मतलब है कि मुश्किल ये है कि डबल हो, बहुत हाईली चांस है कि नहीं होगा.
नहीं होगा, क्योंकि
देखते
क्वेश्चंस
हैं.
1 to 10 है, फिर होगा.
हाँ, अच्छा, हाँ, ये ज्यादा है. लिस्ट ऑफ पैराग्राफ्स, ये क्वेश्चंस है. सही फिर हो
ये
सकता
क्वेश्चन है.
है.
अगर 10 क्वेश्चंस हैं, सो गाइस इफ यू हैव
अब
10 questions and if you have 7, 8 or even 9 of paragraphs you have to answer, then it means there has to be at least one option or two options used more than once. So don't worry if it happens. उसका क्या तरीका है वो हम समझाते हैं. Let's start off by reading the first one. The Yoruba people of Nigeria classify their towns in two ways. अच्छा, टाउन की बात हुई है तो टाउन में टाउन फैसिलिटीज भी हो सकता है. Permanent towns with their own governments are called ilu, whereas temporary settlements set up to support work in the country are aba. Okay, इसमें two ways. Although ilu tend to be larger than aba, the distinction is not one of size. Some are large, while declining ilu can be small but of purpose. There is not typical Yoruba town, but some features are common to most towns. Acha, let's shorten it down. Does it talk about colonization?
No.
No. Does it talk about
No.
urban divisions?
ये मतलब गवर्नमेंट बिल्डिंग्स के, एक मिनट, ये टाउन्स की बातें कर रहा है.
Town facilities, town की facilities का, there has been no discussion about the facilities of a town. So we are not going to take any chances. Architectural home styles, no. Types of settlements. Temporary settlements. Permanent towns means permanent settlements and temporary settlements. So the main idea is the types of settlements. So there are two types. This is 5. 5 is A. So we still need to see historical foundations, no. Domestic arrangements, no. City defenses, no. Residence of the rulers, of course not. Rulers का जिक्र ही नहीं है. Government buildings, नहीं. In the 19th century, most towns were heavily fortified, and the foundations of these foundations, historical foundations, and the foundations of these walls are sometimes visible. Collecting tolls to enter and exit through the walls was a major source of revenue for the old town rulers, as were market fees. अच्छा, इसमें हिस्ट्री का भी जिक्र है, ठीक है. इसमें they're also talking about foundations of these walls. इसमें they're talking about revenue, ठीक है. The markets were generally located centrally and in small towns. While in large towns, there were permanent stands made of corrugated iron or concrete. The market was usually next to the local ruler's palace. Local ruler's palace. The residences of the palace, no. Government buildings, no. City defenses, heavily fortified, and the foundations are sometimes visible.
It is city defense. It might be.
मुझे लगता है कि ये टाउन फैसिलिटीज नहीं है, कॉलोनाइजेशन नहीं है. अर्बन डिविजन्स, नहीं, अर्बन का जिक्र नहीं है. आर्किटेक्चरल होम स्टाइल्स, नो. हिस्ट्री, हिस्टोरिकल, वो बता रहे हैं कि हिस्ट्री में इसके फाउंडेशन किस तरह हुई, कि वो किस तरह बना, कि वो कितने फोर्टिफाइड थे और उसमें क्या होता था, कि वो इस तरह करते थे. मार्केट की बात हो रही तो उसकी फाउंडेशन है. तो आई बिलीव दिस इज बी. ठीक है. नाउ दैट वी आर narrowing it down, अब हम जैसे जैसे आगे, as we read on more passages and paragraphs, it is going to be easier for us to select from the paragraph headings. चलो भाई. The palaces were often very large. In the 1930s, the area of the palaces were often very large. In the 1930s, the area of Oyo's palace covered 17 acres and consisted of a series of courtyards surrounded by public and private rooms. After colonization, okay, colonization का भी जिक्र है, residence का भी जिक्र है. Many of the palaces were completely or partially demolished. Often the rulers built two-story houses for themselves using some of the. अच्छा, there is one thing I want you to note, जो कि मुझे अभी पता चली है. इसको मैं करता हूँ yellow. The one that I've highlighted yellow, only this sentence talks about the word colonization. Colonization के impacts, colonization किसने की, इसका कोई जिक्र नहीं है. But all of the paragraph before this and after this is talking about the rulers' palaces. So again, it's not what it's talking about. It's about the main idea that it's talking. और जो main idea है ना, आपने उस पे focus करना है. All right. अच्छा, the residence of the rulers. This is C. हमारे ABC हो गए. Let's move on. The town is divided into different sections. Okay. Division. When something is divided, it is separated.
Division.
It is, there is division, there is separation. In some towns, these are regular, extending out from the center of the town like spokes on a wheel. जिस तरह वो Honda 70 का आगे हुआ ना, वो बीच में होता है तो स्पोक्स होते हैं, वो सिर्फ घूमते हैं, वो पहिए को घुमाते हैं, एक वो. Whereas other, they were more random. The different areas are further divided into compounds called isle. These vary in size considerably from single dwellings to up to 30 houses. Up to 30 houses. ये किसी dwelling की बात की जा रही है, किसी सोसाइटी की dwelling कहते हैं. Let me show you the meaning for dwelling. A house, apartment, other place of residence. ठीक है, किसी जगह के रहने को कहते हैं dwelling. These vary in size considerably from single dwellings to up to 30 houses. They tend to be larger in the north. मतलब कि north. Now they're actually giving us a visual representation. कि spokes on a wheel या random, और north में इस तरह के होते थे, large areas government के थे, new developments industries और उनकी थी, और civil servants tend to be built on the edge of the town. So I think it is talking about town facilities. नहीं, शायद.
सर ड्वेलिंग का क्या मतलब होता है?
डिवेलिंग को रेजिडेंस, कोई जगह जहां पे रहा जाए.
ओके.
अपार्टमेंट, फ्लैट वगैरह, उसको डिवेलिंग बोलते हैं.
So what
कंस्ट्रक्शनल
about
सेंस में बोलते हैं.
type of settlement?
ओके.
व्हाट अबाउट?
Type of no architecture, home style.
Well, they're not talking about homes, are they? They're just talking about they ऐसा है कि
Different
जैसे कि as if someone is flying on a helicopter और वो ऊपर से bird's eye view दे रहा है कि how is the structure like. ठीक है.
Then domestic arrangement. It's all arranged in some kind of way.
अर्बन डिविजन्स की बात हो रही है.
मुझे वैसे अर्बन डिविजन्स लग रहा है. It actually is urban divisions. It actually is urban divisions. Why? क्योंकि यहाँ पे टाउन की बात है, जिस तरह से टाउन है उसमें हाउसेस का जिक्र नहीं है कहीं पे, बस ये बताया हुआ है कि कितने हैं. आर्किटेक्चरल होम स्टाइल्स का जिक्र नहीं, और डोमेस्टिक होता है कि हाउस के अंदर. अभी हम ये पढ़ेंगे, ओनली देन विल फिगर आउट कि डोमेस्टिक अरेंजमेंट्स का ये था या आगे कोई पैसेज में है. ठीक है, ये डी हो गया. विल हैव 1 2 3 4 5 6. The town is divided into different sections. अच्छा, ये हमने पढ़ लिया. Houses are rectangular and either have a courtyard in the center. Houses are rectangular. Come off a central corridor. Most social life occurs in the courtyard. They're usually built of hardened mud and have roofs of corrugated iron, or in the countryside, thatch.
नंबर 4 है ये. और नंबर 4 है आर्किटेक्चर होम स्टाइल्स.
ये क्या है? E है. ठीक है.
तो शुरू में ही पता चल गया था.
Richer people often build their houses of concrete blocks and afford to build 2-story houses. Okay, सही है. We're left with 2. What do we have? 1 2 3 4 5. We have 5 questions to solve, only 2 more paragraphs. The builder or the most senior man gets a room either near the entrance or in a 2-storied house next to the balcony. He usually has more than one room. Junior men get a room each, and there are separate rooms for teenage boys and girls to sleep in.
डोमेस्टिक अरेंजमेंट्स और टाउन प्लस क्या डोमेस्टिक अरेंजमेंट्स.
Domestic arrangements. Amenities vary. In some towns, most of the population uses communal water taps.
टाउन प्लस
Amenities, facilities. It's a synonym.
यस.
मतलब कि आप वो पार्क व्यू सोसाइटी, इतनी सोसाइटीज के एड्स देखते हैं. अहमद रेजोनेट करता है कि अहमद कंस्ट्रक्शन सेक्टर में है, तो अहमद करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, वो इस तरह कहते हैं कि लॉट्स ऑफ एमिनिटीज, with schools, colleges, universities and hospitals nearby.
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली
Markets
ऐसे
nearby.
कहते हैं
Amenities ऐसे ही है. तो
एग्जैक्टली
amenities means facilities. तो
फैसिलिटीज
टाउन की बात हो रही है तो ये फैसिलिटीज. अच्छा ये तो हमारे पैसेज हो गए खत्म. कम कंप्लीट.
क्वेश्चंस
अब
खत्म
रह
नहीं
गए
हुए.
3. ओहो पैसेज हमारे पैराग्राफ्स खत्म हो गए ना.
जी
अब
हाँ,
हमने ये करना
पैराग्राफ
है.
खत्म हुआ, क्वेश्चंस खत्म नहीं हुए.
हाँ क्वेश्चंस अभी रहते हैं. अच्छा
जी हाँ.
सिटी डिफेंसेस की बात करते हैं जरा. Heavily fortified and the foundations of those walls are sometimes visible. And the city defenses seems perfectly fit. What do you say? City defenses means ये भी C है. नहीं sorry this is B. This is B. Okay, we're left with colonization and government buildings. Find out कि government buildings का सबसे ज्यादा जिक्र कहाँ पे हुआ है. Large
Government
areas are devoted to
administrative
government
buildings.
administrative buildings. ठीक है, इसको मैं ग्रीन कर देता हूँ. ठीक है, ये डिफरेंट आइडिया है. अच्छा उसके बाद ये हाउसेस का जिक्र है. बिल्डिंग बिल्डिंग हाउसेस, ये हाउसेस का जिक्र है. इसको तो आप करें ना गवर्नमेंट बिल्डिंग्स.
सही बात है
ठीक है.
सर देखें, इसमें एक चीज नोट करें, जितने भी ये पैराग्राफ्स हैं इसमें आपने हाईलाइट किया है, राइट, बोल्ड किया हुआ है, बोल्ड किया हुआ है, राइट. ज्यादातर के जो आंसर्स हैं वो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस के अंदर ही हैं, क्योंकि पैराग्राफ चेंज ही जब होता है कि जब टॉपिक चेंज हो रहा हो, और ज्यादातर के आंसर्स फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में ही हैं. अगर आप नोट करें ना, ये एनालाइज करें पूरा, जो बोल्ड किए हुए हैं आपने, मेजॉरिटी जो है फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में ही आंसर है. तभी पैराग्राफ चेंज कर रहे हैं, लॉजिकल
लेकिन नहीं,
जो है ना ग्रुपिंग करने के लिए.
लेकिन ना
मेजॉरिटी का जो
जरूरी
है वो
नहीं है.
फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में.
जरूरी नहीं
जी
है
जी,
कि ऐसा ही
जरूरी
हो.
नहीं है,
हाँ
जरूरी नहीं,
ये मैं
मेजॉरिटी की
बता
बात
रहा हूँ
कर
कि
रहा हूँ मैं.
रिलैक्स नहीं होना किसी भी मामले में.
जी
डोंट
जी.
टेक एनीथिंग फॉर ग्रांटेड के ये पहले वर्ड में पहला सेंटेंस है
नहीं,
यही आंसर है, वो करना ही नहीं.
फोकस जो है ना फर्स्ट सेंटेंस पे ज्यादा देना है, क्योंकि वहां
हम्म
से हाईली चांस है कि वहां से आंसर निकल आएगा.
हम्म
जो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस है ना पैराग्राफ को, वहां से हाईली चांस है कि आंसर निकल आएगा.
ठीक है. So these were matching headings that me and Amar and all were doing.